Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is now time for the best real estate podcast online. It is time for Lakeway Area Real Estate Talk Live with Mike and Dave Elkins, presented by Elite Realty Group.
So let's talk some real estate information for you today. Again, we always try to, when we get on this show, give you some relevant real estate information. And again, whether you're buying, selling, living in an apartment, renting a house, condo, townhome, doesn't matter. Whatever you live in,
right?
These are some things we're going to talk to you about, how to identify, right, and avoid dangerous hazards that are likely to be
right
in your home right now. Here's what this said, and I found this this is what caught my eye with this article the other day, and I thought, hey, we need to give this out. Here's what it says. Accidents in the home, inside of a home in the United States of America, claim 18,000 lives every year.
Wow.
Is that not crazy to think about?
That's a big number.
So this is accidents in the home claim. So we're going to talk about today some of these things. But that accounts for, accidents in the home also accounts for 21 million medical visits on an annual basis.
Wow.
So I'm like thinking we need to wrap up in a bubble when we're at our house.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Like wrap up in a bubble filled with something that you can't get hurt.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like bubble wrap.
Yes.
You've heard that before. So I'm thinking about that. So here's some things again to identify and ways to avoid them of potential hazards in your home. I'll go first. How's that?
All right.
Here's the first thing that you likely have, and you may need, if you've not paid attention to it, you may need to look at this here shortly. The first thing is dryer vents. Okay. Here's what this says. That the United States Fire Administration recommends in your dryer vents that you clean those or have a professional clean those on a yearly basis. Right. To make sure
big cause of house fires.
Yes, it's one of the number one causes of house fires is lint getting backed up in your dryer vents. Now, a lot of people, we're good with cleaning out that top one or the side one or wherever it's at on your dryer. You know, people clean that one out.
Right.
But I'm talking about the one that hooks into the back or the side
and blows
outside. Yeah. They say
how many times
once
you done
a year. Man, I mean, I did mine.
I've never done mine.
I did do mine.
We're going to do it today.
Probably 2 years ago, because I had a bird get up in the outside.
Really? Okay.
It had to be little because I got the little thing on there to keep that from happening.
Yeah.
And so like it got up in there, and I guess then when I turned the heat back on, it like tore up some of mine.
Oh, okay.
So I had to
put a whole new hose in.
No, I had to take it. I had a lot of excess.
Oh, okay.
So I had to take it apart and fix it. So when I did that, I did see.
Right.
Man, there's a lot of lint in here.
Oh, yeah.
So I took something and blew it out.
Yeah.
But again, so the first thing you want to look at, again, we're talking about today, how to identify and avoid.
I'm sure YouTube, you can find videos of how to clean this yourself.
They'll show you how to do that. But it also says make sure that you don't push back toward.
Oh, no. I would
think
you want to push toward.
Yeah, whatever you get, because you're going to push it up in there and stop it up. So, again, it says if you can't do it, make sure you get a professional to do it, because you could cause more damage
I'm sure.
than you're actually doing good if you've got a problem. Yeah, if you've got a problem. So, again, the United States Fire Administration recommends cleaning or having a professional clean that every year. We're talking about how to identify and avoid dangerous hazards in your home. The first thing is dryer vents. Go right ahead.
So let's go here. Number 2 is falls. Okay.
Yes.
So it says a third of all fatalities in the home are due to falls.
Think of that, man.
Yeah, a lot of them's due to old age.
Well,
sometimes older people fall getting in and out of the bathtub.
Right.
But then you got to think about if you've got steps.
Yes.
You need to watch out for the kids. Put you a gate up.
Yep.
Be careful about loose rugs laying on the floor with none of them. If you've got hardwood floors or whatever, make sure it's got the sticky pads on it. Something that won't let you just step on and go, whew.
Absolutely.
Like that. So falls is a big thing.
Yeah.
I go back to think about whenever I worked on a railroad. Falls was the biggest injury on the railroad.
Because people would fall.
Yeah, you're thinking it was because walking. You know what I mean? Walking, people don't realize it, but that's the majority of where your injuries come from.
Right.
Is just taking the wrong step and you're down.
Well, thinking about it too, the big trend, I'm going to say 20 years ago, most people had carpet in their houses.
Right, that's true.
Now, even in the bedrooms and the bathrooms a lot of going tile.
Yeah.
But bedrooms, even in the bedrooms now, people's going hardwood floors.
Oh, yeah.
Well, a lot of people like to have rugs, though, at their beds,
right,
in front of the shower,
right,
in the living room. Mm-hmm. Well, you get your kid flying through the house. Here's the circus again at my house, right. Okay? You get your kids flying down the hallway, running in through there to get them something to eat, and you got a loose rug there. There's trouble coming up if you've got hardwood floors.
Right.
Trust me, I've seen that happen before at my house. But the same thing about getting out of your bed, especially being a little bit asleep.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? You get out of your bed, that rug's not secured.
Right.
It just takes one time.
Or it even rolls up on you.
Yeah, and you're down. So those are things, again, a lot of times you don't think about them, especially if they've never happened to you.
Right.
I've never tripped over my rug, or my rug's never slid out from under me. But we're telling you, again, things that you need to avoid and identify these things so that you can avoid them. Who wants to get hurt, right?
I'm going to go one step further, even as far as if you've got your house on the market and selling it.
Yes.
You don't want somebody to come in your house and fall.
Absolutely.
You don't want somebody's kids to be in your house and fall all the way down the stairs.
Absolutely.
So think about those things.
We just went the other day. Me and Nicole and Siobhan went and looked at a house the other day over in Rutledge. And this house had this, but it didn't at the time. But like there, we was going up to the second floor. And there was no handrails on. Yeah. So they was like really taking their time, which they should have.
Right.
But they're going to put the handrails back. But what I'm saying is, I mean, you get a little wobbly before you know what's going on when you're used to having that thing. Right. So, again, you got steps in your house. Good habit would be to get you some handrails. You know what I'm saying? Looking at those. We're talking about today how to identify and avoid dangerous or hazards in your home things. So here we go. Here's number 3. And I would have never thought of this one, all right? I would have never thought of this one. But, okay, according to the USA Today, the injuries from the blinds, your blinds in your home, okay, send 2 kids to the emergency room every single day.
What?
Every day. And here's what it said. It's the cord.
Right.
They get wrapped up in the cord.
Oh, yeah.
They're playing with it, and it gets around their arm or their, you know what I mean? And they get hurt, so on. But you're thinking about 2 people a day, man, going to the emergency room because of the blinds in your house. So it said a lot of people now are going to cordless blinds. Yeah. Because of this. There's just a little switch that you do.
That's a big thing. I know just a while back, some people I was selling a house to, they bought a new construction, so it didn't have no blinds or nothing. They went to buy blinds at Home Depot. I went with them, and the majority of blinds over there did not have the little
cord. Right.
Like, we had to look hard. Like, they had a whole section of blinds that didn't have a cord on it.
Right. Well, I mean, you think about that, and that's probably because of things like this right here. Yeah. What we're seeing happening is,
getting rid of blinds. Yeah. Getting rid of straws, getting rid of blind cords.
I mean, it's just all happening. Yes. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
But again, these are things that are like that. That's in my house right now.
Mine too.
Like my house right this moment has cords.
Yes.
So, and a lot of people's do. Now, are we telling you to go tear your blinds down? No. We're just telling you to be aware of that.
Do like me. I tie mine up.
I was going to say, a lot of people, an easy fix is don't cut your cords off. Yeah. Tie them up to where a little one can't get a hold of those things. Right. And it's even, it didn't say it here, but I saw it somewhere else. Pets are bad to get into the cords on your blinds.
Again, I'm going to go back to if you got your home on the market and you got kids wandering through the house. It's real easy if you got one of them long cords for them to jerk on that cord.
Absolutely.
Pull your whole blinds down.
Tear your blinds up. You know what I'm saying? So again, identifying and avoiding dangerous hazards in your home. That's number 3. What do you got for 4?
Number 4 is fire alarms.
Big time.
Now, that's a very no-brainer, I think, in a way. But you think, but fire alarms, okay, when's the last time you changed your fire alarm? If you can't think of it, you better go change your fire alarm battery today.
Big time, yes.
So just to get in a habit of one time they need to be changed every year.
Yes.
But now, I'm all about this smart technology stuff. There is smart fire alarms that you can actually look at right from your phone. And then you can get any monitoring, alerts, anything like that.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I don't remember who all. You can get on Amazon.
I don't know why that's, it shouldn't surprise me.
Right, everything's smart technology.
We've been talking about smart homes a lot of times here.
So look at getting a smart fire alarm.
Absolutely. And here's a good rule of thumb for your fire alarms, all right? This one comes to you, and he probably doesn't put it on here. But this one comes because this is what Dad said, this is what you should do. But every time that we have either the springing forward with our clocks or falling back with our clock, make it a habit during that time of year to change your batteries out in your fire alarms, carbon monoxide alarms, all of those different things. Change those batteries out that way that you stay focused on those things. So again, we're just trying to
said another good right here. If you've got a dresser and a TV or anything big like that, fasten it to the wall.
Absolutely.
Kids will climb up those.
Absolutely. So all the time. That is one of the number one injured things that happens again in your home. We're talking about today how to identify and avoid some hazards that may be in your home right this very moment. Why are we giving you this information? We want you to be aware of it, right?
That's right.
If with these statistics that we were given on some of these numbers, I mean, this is something like is a serious thing, but you really don't think about it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Who wakes up in the morning and says, "We'll clean my dryer vents out today"? You know what I mean? It's on my to-do list.
I think we talked about this last year about a dryer vent.
Oh, we did.
Seems like I remember some point.
We did at some point.
And I said that day, I better clean my dryer vent.
Right, and you still haven't.
I cleaned the one on the top.
I got you.
I do that every time.
You know. Yeah.
But like I said, that hose.
The one going outside, man.
I've had that hose pumping out there for 12 years. However long I've lived in my house. Same old dryer vent that's pumping out. You know, it's probably got junk clogged up in it.
That's exactly right. Here's the next one. All right, we got two more, and then we're going to take a commercial break, and then we're going to have a giveaway here shortly. Here's number 5, all right? And this is a good one. But this says 40% of fires in a home start in, where you take a guess?
The kitchen.
In the kitchen. Yeah, 40% of fires in a home start in the kitchen.
Right.
So, with us knowing that, here's the number one source of that is a dirty oven. The oven being dirty. Now, there are times that I don't cook a whole lot, but I'm a messy cooker. You know what I mean? Like when I do, it looks like a bomb blowed up, in my house. But there are times, there are things that happen. You could put the microwave oven on here too.
I think so, yeah.
But stuff spills out in the bottom of the oven, gets on the burners, messes those up. A buddy of mine was just telling me the other day that happened to his oven at his house. John was telling me this. And so he goes, it burnt his heating element totally in two. And all it was like syrupy stuff that come out of a pie. Really? And it got down and got on his, and where it like clamped on, so to say, to the burners.
Burn it up.
Just burn it totally up, and like really smoked up the house and everything. I mean, it was like really close. So keeping your ovens, keeping the areas that you clean is specifically going to get hot.
Yes.
Which is your stove, your oven, all those things. You need to keep those clean.
Mandy says she cleans hers all the time because she's scared death is going to catch fire.
Man, I'm telling you, that's like a great habit for it to do. Yes. Now, a lot of ovens today do have self-cleaners on them to even make it easier for you to do that. But there's still times you need to get down in there. If you had a bad spill or whatever, get that stuff out of there. Who wants their house to burn down when you're trying to make an oven pizza?
Right.
You're trying to eat you a pizza.
$1 pizza and you burn down your house.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I agree with Mandy. Keep that cleaned out to be able to do those things. That's number 5. Last one. What do you got?
So the last one is the silent killer.
Oh, yeah.
You know what it is?
I know.
Carbon monoxide.
Yes, big time.
So again, get you a lot of people. It's very common to see fire, alarms, smoke detectors, and all that stuff. You don't see carbon monoxide a lot.
Not a lot.
But what does it say here? 200. It says each year in the United States, more than 200 accidental deaths are caused by carbon monoxide because you can't see it.
Right.
It's colorless, odorless, tasteless, and potentially dangerous gas that you can't see or smell.
Yes, absolutely. I've got one of those in my home because we got a gas fireplace.
Right.
And so I've got that in there. And about 3 years ago, here goes this thing going off.
Right.
I'm opening the windows and the door. I still don't know what happened.
Right.
But that thing went off for some
That's
reason.
the same thing, yeah.
But again,
I think it was a battery in mine.
No, this wasn't in mine because this is like you just replace the whole unit every 10 years.
Okay.
And so, but you talking about crazy.
That's me. We was evacuating, but that thing started going off. I said, "It's that gas. We can't see it. We got to get out of here." So we went out of the house, left it like that.
Right.
And then we come back, and then, later, and it quit going off.
Right.
But
then you're worried to death.
Then I was literally like, well, wonder what, should we come back?
That's exactly right. So again, these are things that you need to look at.
It was a battery. So if I would have replaced my batteries regularly,
like we talked about earlier, that's exactly right. There are usually in every home that we look at, we could go down this list and probably say some of these things need to be done.
Oh, yeah.
It's very likely in our own personal homes as well as the homes of you, the nation, that some of this stuff needs to be done. Here is, again, your safety reminder today. We like to do all kinds of stuff on the show, and being safe is one of them. Right. We've talked about it from boating to fireworks, drinking and driving, but this is your home. The biggest asset that you are likely to have ever in your life. Your family's there, your pet's there, your memories are there, your things are there. We don't want no accidents, right? We don't want no things to happen. So again, that's why we want to bring you this information.
We're not just about buying and selling houses,
man. We really got a heart, serious,
Yeah.
So again, we want you to be aware of these things. If any of these resonate with you, or you've not done them in a while, might be a good opportunity.
Dryer vent.
Yeah, you need to remember that when you go home. You need to do a video of you cleaning out your own dryer vent. We can put it on here and go, here you go, y'all. I'm cleaning out my dryer vent. Everybody clap for you and stuff. If we tell you a little clap, you'll go home and do it, right? So that is today's real estate information.
We thank each and every one of you for listening to today's podcast. Tune in for future episodes by subscribing to our channel and get the latest and greatest real estate information right here on Lakeway Area Real Estate Talk Live, presented by Elite Realty Group. Until next time, have a great and blessed day.